A party with high inflated egos, compromised ideologies, non existent ambitions, interspersed with leaders whose credentials are entirely based on their patriarchal surname, and with no one objecting to their petulance. It takes no rocket scientist to guess the said mismanaged coagulation of misfits masquerading as a party. Congress and the family controlling its fortunes is afraid of any political leader that dares to grow taller than its scion Rahul Gandhi. The recent promotion of Sidhu as Punjab State Unit President was done so to keep Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh in check. A similar ploy is being employed in several other states in Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. And if we wind the clock back a bit, it appears that the Congress has had a history where the Gandhi clan has unassumingly cut political stalwarts who dared become bigger than the one and true royal family. Hi and welcome. You're watching TFI English, the national and socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Piyush, and in this video I will tell you why the Congress party is cutting down political stalwarts who dared to become bigger than the party scion Rahul Gandhi. So let's begin. Rahul Gandhi, the party scion, is behaving as the spoiled child of the Congress party. Ever since the announcement of Navjot Singh Sidhu as the Punjab State Unit Chief, bypassing Chief Minister Amrinder Singh's diktat, one can be assured that those appearing to grow taller than Rahul, and in this case Captain, are seemingly rooted out, undermined and later cut to size. Amrinder Singh, the two-time Chief Minister, time and again told the party high command that pushing Sidhu to the top of party position against his wishes could have consequences. As reported by TFI in a letter recently shot out by Captain to Congress matriarch Sonia Gandhi, the CM remarked that the political fallout of such a move could be disastrous for both party and the government. Captain wrote in the letter, the party and the government may both have to bear the consequences of such a move. While Captain has quietly accepted Sidhu's elevation at the moment, the fissures within the party are expected to grow wider as the assembly election dates draw closer. There is no denying the fact that Captain has carved a separate identity for himself, independent to that of the Congress. Singh is not a yes man who nods his head to any directive passed along by the party high command. Captain had left Congress after Operation Blue Star in 1984, and only when he came back to the party, Congress was able to rejuvenate itself in Punjab. It wouldn't be a hyperbole to say that without him, Congress would have lost the 2017 elections, and without him, the 2022 election appears to be a lost battle too. The Gandhi clan knows it and feared that if Sidhu wasn't made the state party president, a boisterous captain would grow in confidence and eventually come for Rahul Gandhi. The musical chair contest between the mother-son duo of Sonia and Rahul for the post of Congress president explains how much they want the power to remain within the doors of 10 Janpath. Thus, Sidhu, who had always been close and loyal to the Gandhi family, was used as a proxy by Rahul Gandhi to send an indirect message to Captain that he might be ambitious but he cannot rise above and touch anyone having the Gandhi surname. Similarly, in Karnataka, infighting amongst the party ranks was the reason Congress-JDS alliance lost the trust vote in Karnataka Assembly in 2019 and eventually ceded power to BJP's B.S. Yediyurappa. With 2 years to go for the next assembly elections, fissures have started to widen in Karnataka Congress once again as Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar factions battle for supremacy in the party. Both Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar are seen as potential CM faces if the party returns to power in 2023. However, by agreeing to let H.D. Kumaraswamy become the CM in order to keep BJP out of the state, Siddaramaiah had made quite a sacrifice, and thus the senior leader was expecting a direct endorsement from the Congress top brass as the CM face this time around. However, while the kerfuffle within the party continues to rise, the Gandhi clan is unwilling to come down and restore the parity. Both leaders are popular and could be potentially dangerous for Rahul Gandhi in the future, and thus the top family has decided to stay away so that one can cut the other to size and make the work easier. And this is not the story of a couple of states. The Gandhi family is presiding over the conflict in Chhattisgarh as well. Like Captain Amrinder Singh, Bhupesh Baghel, the state CM, won the previous assembly election based on his work and image, not on Gandhi family's superficial credentials. T.S. Singh Deo, a powerful minister in the state cabinet, is vying for the top position in the state, and Congress's first family is allowing the conflict to widen. It is rumored that to cut both party leaders to size, Rahul Gandhi suggested a power-sharing formula where each of the leaders will reign for 2.5 years. Such an arrangement will help Gandhi to keep Baghel at an arm's length. Meanwhile, reported extensively by TFI in Rajasthan, a coming-of-age young leader in Sachin Pilot was kept away from central position because it would have meant a tall leader rising in the western state and dwarfing the stature of Rahul. Ashok Gehlot is the obedient, subservient sepoy who has no ambition to outmuscle the Gandhi clan. Seemingly in the last stretch of his political career, Gehlot wants to reign in the shadow of Gandhi and peacefully retire. And thus Pilot has been put in his place for the last 1.5 years while his compatriot in Jyotiraditya Scindia takes charge of a meaty cabinet post. History is replete with such examples where Congress and its top family stomped on any ambitious leader and their uprising. Mamata Banerjee, the current CM of West Bengal, once loitered the compounds of 10 Janpath looking for a more decisive say in the national politics, but was ultimately shot down. As a result, she took off, launched her own party, and is now a 3-time CM. Yesteryear political stalwarts like P.V. Narasimha Rao, Arjun Singh, V.P. Singh are other specimens that point to this power play tradition prevalent in the Gandhi clan. The game is simple. Don't rise above any Gandhi family member and you will have an easy tide in the party. But once you do the unthinkable, the mighty Crown family will come baying for your blood.